Okay, so hello everyone. We have come for yet another quiz. I think most of you must be happy, or some of you must be a bit sad too, because the exams have been postponed. But because the exams have postponed, we'll be coming up with more Kahoot quizzes. Okay, so we are also looking at prize monies. So we have introduced prize monies from today onwards. Okay, not for the trial quiz, but for the actual quiz. So the first quiz we'll be having will be a couple of questions, 2 questions for trial, just as a demonstration. Okay, and after that we'll start with the actual quiz. Okay, we already have students who are joining. See, this is actually a trial quiz. The game pin is already there for those students who are attending it for the first time. Please go to your app store and download Kahoot app, Kahoot, Kahoot app. And after installation, enter the game pin 4033528 and enter your name and join Let's Play. Okay, Sheza, good evening. Good evening, Sheza. And after that, we'll have an actual session. Okay, so today's topic is nonverbal reasoning. Has everyone prepared for nonverbal reasoning? Nonverbal reasoning related to JE paper 2. Is everyone ready? Is everyone set? Has everyone prepared? I think the admin has already shared the trial game pin 4033528 in the chat box. So welcome everyone. Welcome Hanath, Anupama, Neha, Vijay Lakshmi, Darshan, Ashna, Kirti, Anjali, Sheza, Arati, Liana, Snigdha, Rugmani, Arctic Ferret 10. I hope I'm pronouncing it correctly. Abita, Angel, Rehanraj, Sri Priya, Vijay Lakshmi. Okay, so what are you all doing now with the exams postponed? Netflix, Xbox, or back to JEE paper 2 preparations, drawings, web series, movies. Let's wait for others also to join. By then, let's try to have a conversation in the chat box. Please respond in the chat box. I can see the live chat. Gearing up, says Azain Khan. Okay, great. Gearing up for what? Gearing up for JEE paper 2 or gearing up for anything else? Okay, attending think classes, studying less stressfully. That's good. That's good. Good evening, Sachin. Studying less stressfully. Okay, that's great. You should also have some leisure activity. No, you should also have some leisure activity. Okay, we have some more students who have joined. DPK, Nuza, Asna, Yadu, Rukmini, Anjana, Ace, Mushina, Sham, Saumili, Johan, Sri Parvati, Akash, Sanjana, Amina Wakil, Blue Guana 98. Just studying. Okay. Sheza, you should do something other than studying also at times. You should take a time out and probably relax a little bit. Some of my students said that they're playing Xbox. Some of them said they are watching series in Netflix. So take both of them together hand in hand. Let's just wait for a couple of more minutes, and after that we'll start the trial quiz. Okay. Okay, so can we begin? We have around 50 students. When it's NATA result, asks Germany. We are also waiting. Everybody is waiting for the NATA results. There's been no official declaration on when exactly they're going to declare the results. So we're just waiting for it. It could come up any time. It could be even tonight. It could be tomorrow. We don't know. Everyone is waiting. We have Faiza, Akash, Matthew, Tan, Y, Fida. Everyone has joined. Okay, great. So I think we can start with the trial quiz now. Okay, are we good to go? Are we good to go, everyone? Just give me a thumbs up. Give me a thumbs up if everyone is ready so that I can begin. Are we good to go, everyone? Okay, that's great. Okay. Okay, so we'll have the first question then. Okay, this is just the trial. Let me say again, this is just the trial. After this, we'll have the actual questions. Okay, just to make everyone familiarize with the quiz. Yes, so the trial quiz question number 1, the first question on your screens. Here it is. So for students who've joined lately, see the game pin is 4033528. You have to download the Kahoot app and you have to enter the game pin and join with your name. Okay, please enter your name. You have to join with your name and you have to start answering. This is the trial quiz that we are conducting. After this, we'll have the actual quiz. Okay. 2 questions of trial quiz, and after that, we'll do the actual quiz. Okay, so I think most of you have answered the question. I think there were no troubles. If there was anyone who's facing any troubles, like for example, if you're finding it difficult to join or anything of that sort, please respond in the chat box. That's why we are doing this trial. Okay, let's look at the leaderboard after the trial first question. Who's leading? Sri Priya is leading. After that, Archana, Jonita, Matthew, Faiza. Okay, so whenever we are doing this quiz, after each and every question, we have 15 questions in the actual quiz for non-verbal reasoning. That's going to come up today. So we have, after the first question, after every question, we'll be able to see the results. We'll be able to see the scoreboard. Okay, so, and please note the prize money is actually for the actual quiz. Okay, it's not for this trial quiz. The prize money is for the actual quiz. For the prize money, please note, please ensure that you take a screenshot of the last results, of the podium results that you're getting. Okay, they'll show that you are on podium, right? At the end, you'll get a result, right? So take a screenshot and message to the things number, which will be shared by the admin in the chat box. Message to that number. We'll be ending the quiz by 7 o'clock. Message the screenshot and your name by the end of by 8 p.m. Okay, that is within 1 hour after the completion of the quiz. Okay, so we'll transfer the details. We'll transfer the prize money into your accounts. Is that clear? Are the instructions clear? Can we continue? Can we go ahead? So we have prize money for the quiz. What I want you to do is I want you to play properly and I want you to win. And after you win, within 1 hour, there will be a particular number that would be shared. To that number, you have to actually send the screenshot saying that you have won the quiz, number 1, number 2, or number 3, or whatever is the position and in the podium that you have got. Okay. Azain says not taking in. I'm not understanding what exactly is the problem, Azain. Are you saying that you're not able to enter? What you have to do is you have to install the app called Kahoot and you have to type in 4033528. You should be able to enter because I haven't locked it. I haven't locked the room. You should still be able to enter. Okay. Or what you can do is if you don't have another additional device, you can go on to www.kahoot.it and you can join there, enter the game pin and you can enter your name and you can begin. Okay. The number has been shared in the live chat box 8086 111 Everyone who is winning will have to message to that particular number. Okay, so please keep that in mind. With that point, I would like to present before you the last question of the trial quiz. Here it is on your screens. Okay, that's great. Most of you have played. More than 50 students have played. Okay, great. Let's look at the podiums now. We have come down to the end of the trial quiz. Snigdha Kannan wins, is standing at position number 2. Matthew at number Snigdha Kannan at number 3. Matthew at number 2, and the winner is okay for the trial quiz. Again, there are no prizes for the trial quiz. Okay, there are a couple of runners up also. Okay, so I think everyone is clear. I think Azain Khan is having an issue. See, Azain, what you have to do is you have to have two devices. Okay, preferably you have to have two devices. The first device so that you can see the YouTube questions that are being shared. Okay, here I'll share the YouTube. I'll share the questions via YouTube. Okay, so you have to watch live via one device. The other device, if it's preferably mobile, it would be great. In the other device, what you have to do is you have to install the Kahoot app from the Google Play Store. You have to install that app. There will be an option in the center after installation which says enter game pin. Click on that. You can enter the game pin. There will be a 6 or 7 digit game pin that I will be sharing with the actual game. I'll be just sharing it now. Once that is done with your name, you can enter. Okay, if you still have problems persisting, you can definitely share it with me. Okay, in the chat box. Okay, so are we ready for the actual quiz? Are we ready for the actual quiz, everyone? Can we begin? Just give me a thumbs up or anything of that sort so that we can begin. Let me just share, Faiza. Let me just share the pin. Let me just generate a new pin. No, I'll just generate the new pin and I'll share. Okay. Yes, this is the new pin for the actual quiz. 5407571. I would request the admin to please share it in the chat box also. Fatima, I've just shared the pin. 5407571. Please join with your actual names. We will prefer you to join with your actual names, because if at all there is any issue in the pricing and all prices and all, we will need ID proof verification preferably. Okay, so please, we suggest you to join via that. Jayavani has asked how to play in the app. Okay, so I'll explain it again for students who have come late. Okay, so you need to have two devices. Preferably, you should have a couple of devices. Okay, in the first device, you should be able to see the YouTube live that's being streamed right now. Okay, so once you are into the YouTube live stream, you can actually be able to see the questions that are coming. So questions will be made available in the YouTube live screen. Okay. In the second device that you have, the second device should preferably be a mobile. In that, you have to install the app Kahoot, Kahoot. Where will you get that from? You'll get it from the Play Store. Okay, so go to the Play Store, install that and keep it. I'm giving you additional time so that by the time you can install the Kahoot and keep it. After you install, they'll ask for a game pin. You have to give this 7-digit game pin, 5407571. I have highlighted it in blue colors. It has also been shared in the live chat box, 5407571. You enter that. After that, they'll ask you a name. Please preferably give your actual names. Okay, and you can join. Okay, because there is a prize money attached to it. If at all there is, in the end, there is a confusion about one name and two people coming up and claiming it, will find it difficult. No, we will need to have the ID proof and things like that. So preferably come up with the actual name. And please note, those who are winning, those who are on the podium, please note they take a screenshot at the end. Okay, they take a screenshot at the end. What do you have to do after you win the quiz, after the results are out? 1, 2, and 3, that is rank 1, rank 2, and rank 3, all three of them will have to message their name details along with the screenshot, the name, their Google Pay or Phone Pay or Paytm ID, or if all of this is not there, your parents' contact details or your parents' Google Pay, Phone Pay, or anything of that sort, or your account numbers and all. Okay. Wait for 2 more minutes. Okay. I think we have a good number of students who have joined. We have around 61 of them who have actually joined. Okay. Srinidhi, you can still join, install, and please join. I think it's already 6:17. I would begin. So is everyone ready? If everyone is ready, just type in the Just let me know which are the states from where you are all from. Kerala, Maharashtra, Haryana, Punjab, Tamil Nadu. Just type or just type the short form. For Kerala, just type KL, or for Maharashtra, just type MH. Just to know if everyone is ready. Or from Haryana, just type HR, or if you're from Madhya Pradesh, just type MP. If you're from Delhi, type DL. Give me some response in the chat box, everyone. If you are ready, please respond with your where you are from. Okay, we have Kerala. We have someone from Delhi. Okay, Kerala. We have someone from Telangana. Welcome, Kerala, KL. We have someone from Somali from West Bengal. KL 56 Prakash. Okay, that's great. I think that's the registration numbers of vehicles, right? Susan from Kerala, Jonita from Tamil Nadu, Kodla Gavri Durga from AP, Asta Bharti from UP. Okay, we have sort of a mini India here, right? Nanda Lunia from Telangana. I'm really sorry if I'm pronouncing any of your names wrongly, okay? Alifia Sadikot, I think. Gujarat, okay. Kerala, Andhra, West Bengal. Great. Okay. We have around 63 students who have joined. I think the last person who had actually requested for a couple of minutes more has also joined. That's what I hope. Matthew, Kerala. Okay. So I think most of you are ready. Everyone has responded with their state's name. So this sort of gives me an idea that everyone is ready. So I think we are good to go. So the second quiz for JE paper 2, preparations for JE paper 2 as part of, yes, Srinidhi has also come up with Karnataka. So I think she is also, Srinidhi is also ready. Okay, so the second quiz for JE paper 2 as part of the preparations for JE paper 2 from Think Institute of Design, we're going to begin. Please note, we have prize money for this for position number 1, 2, and 3. Those who are entering their positions in the podiums, there would be prize money. So to get the prize money, I think the details have already been shared. Let me say that once again. The winners are requested to message their details, their full name, and their Google Pay number and all at 8086 111 577. If the quizzes are ending by 7 o'clock, please send it by today latest 8 o'clock. You can just message us or you can WhatsApp us, whichever way you are preferring. Okay, so I hope there are no more doubts. Nakshatra Bindal, hello. I think you're from UP, right? Uttar Pradesh. Great, great. Okay, so I think we have good amount of students who have joined. We're going to begin. Okay, so quiz number 2 for JE paper 2 preparation. Out of 15 questions, the first question on your screen, here it is. Okay, that's great. I think most of you have answered it correctly. We have 44 of them who have answered it correctly. That's great. Now let's look at the leaderboard. Okay, at number 1 is Susan. Number 2 is Arju. Then we have Fida, Zama, and Jonita. Okay, so currently this is the status for those students who have joined lately. You can also join the quiz by entering the game pin 540 7571. Where you have to enter, you have to install the Kahoot app from the Play Store, and you have to install and you have to enter the game pin 5407571. Those who don't have an additional device or a mobile, if you only have your laptop or desktop with you, you can open an additional tab in your browser. Please open an additional tab in your browser. Visit www.kahoot.it. I haven't locked this room. I have still not locked this room. You can still join. Okay, kahoot.it, KAHOOT. Okay, this is as part of the JE paper 2 preparations quizzes that we are conducting. The first quiz we had conducted a couple of days ago. Today, we are conducting the second quiz. For more such information and content that is related to all of this, we'll be having more quizzes that are coming up. We come up with regular community post questions, which is related to JE paper 2 and all. So please subscribe so that the automatic responses, so that the notification would automatically come to you. Okay. So this is the first question. Let's move to the second question, non-verbal reasoning. Okay, again, most of you have answered it correctly. 47 of them have got it correctly. Option A is the right answer. That's great. See, for those who don't know about this game, see, it is not just about getting the correct answers. It's also about getting it as soon as possible. Okay. See, one of the reasons why there is a delay is because there could be a delay of 20, 22 seconds and all that is considered. And with respect to that, we have given more time to answer. Okay. There's been a question by Nanda Lunia, I think. Okay. So most of you have answered it correctly. So it's not just about answering it correctly, but it's also about doing it as quickly as possible. So the faster you respond, the higher would be your points that you get. Okay. Let's look at the leaderboard now. There's some interesting changes that has happened. Zama has topped with 1,705 points. Fida with 1,696 points, right behind Zama. Archana, Vikas, Jonita, and Susan is there. That's great. So this is the second question that has been completed in the quiz number 2. Akash B has climbed 18 places. Okay, a shout out to Akash B for being the highest climber up to 18 places. That's great. Good going, Akash. Keep going. So quiz number 2, non-verbal reasoning. Question number 3, here it is on your screens. Okay, so most of you have answered that one correctly. 51 of them have answered it correctly. Let's look at the leaderboard. I think students are also participating in the live chat box also. Edu, Art, Loan, Amala, Ruchita, everyone has responded in the chat box also. Let's look at the leaderboard now. Zama is still leading. Zama, Fida, sorry, Jonita, Akash, and Abhirami are the leaders. Faiza is the highest climber, so a shout out to Faiza for climbing up 15 places. That's great. That's good going. So 3 questions are completed. Let's look at question number 4 of the 15 questions in quiz number 2 for JEE2 preparation. Question number 4 on your screens. Okay, most of you have answered this one also correctly. I think there is way too much time, no? I think the time limit has been too much for this question. The time limit has been set such that there is way too much time for everyone to answer, I think, right? For these kinds of questions. Okay, so let's look at the leaderboard now after 4 questions. What's the leaderboard? Hello, Sagar. Ruchita has responded in the chat box. Okay, 12 players have hit an answer streak of 3. So that is 12 players have continuously got 3 correct answers. That's great. Fida, Bhirami, Jonita, Sanjana, and Matthew are in the leaderboard now. Okay. Top 5 after 4 questions. Question number 5. Here it is on your screens. Okay, I think this was also an easier question. Amala, Sagar, Ruchita, everyone has responded. Asta, I don't know what exactly is the issue there. Just try again and tell me if that is persisting. If such issue is persisting, if the wrong answers are being getting marked again, please tell me if there is any such issue again. So most of them have got this one also correctly. Let's see who is on the leaderboard now. There hasn't been much of a change. Akash has come up. Fida, Abhirami, Jonita, Akash, and Matthew. So we have completed 1/3. We have completed 1/3 of the questions in this quiz. So it's being led by Fida. Fida is the person who's leading it, followed by Abhirami, Jonita, Akash, and Matthew. You still have 10 more questions. You still have 10 more questions of non-verbal reasoning that is left. For students who have joined lately, you can still join. You can still join this quiz by installing the app Kahoot, and you can enter using the game pin 5407571. That's the game pin that you have to enter so that you can join the game. Those students who are preparing for JEE Paper 2, we have content which has already been shared in our YouTube channel. So you can subscribe it and keep it so that there would be further quizzes that would be coming up. Along with that, there are also Ask the Topper series. Ask the Topper series is a series which is conducted by Think Institute of Design, so that we can use this platform to also give toppers a chance to speak up on what are the various things that they have done. So toppers of institutions who have reached, toppers from various institutes, like for example, those who have cracked NID or NIFT, JEE Paper 2, NATA, UCEED exams, and who are currently at, let's say, SPA Delhi or IIT or NID Ahmedabad, they'll come and they'll share their experiences. So that would be something that would be extremely helpful. Please check that out also. The link has already been shared. Okay. So this was the 5th question. Let's look at the 6th question. Here it is on your screen. Most of you have got this one also correctly. 6th question. I think some of them have also responded in the chat box. Amala, Sagar, Ruchita, Adityan, Rudrani. Great, good going. Those who are not able to participate can still take part in the live chat box also. Please do not hesitate. The objective is that everyone should get something to study properly. Okay. Fida, Jonita, let's look at the leaderboard again. Fida, Jonita, Matthew, Sanjana, and Susan. This is the scores are quite close. In fact, it's just by a difference of 250 points that everyone is apart. So it's just a matter of one question that anyone goes up or down. 8 players just hit an answer streak of 5. So 8 of them have consistently answered 5 questions correctly on the trot. Let's look at the next question. Question number 7 in JEE Paper 2 preparation quiz number 2. Here it is on your screens. Okay, I think some of you have got it wrong. 22 is the right answer. Some of you have also responded with 21. Adityan, Rudrani, Sagar, Ruchita, everyone has responded in the chat box with option A. Let's look at the leaderboard now. Who is leading? Yes, as I said in the after the previous question, there's been a good amount of change that has happened in the top five, along with Fida, even though Fida remains there. Vidya Prabha, is it Lama or is it Ayama? I'm not sure. Probably it's Lama. Susan and Hanath, they are the top five. And Sufail Thail is back with an answer streak of three. So three questions on the trot correctly with three questions correct. Sufail Thail is also leading. That's great. Let's look at the eighth question. Everyone is still demarcated the next four by a very small margin. So let's look at what's going to happen in the eighth question. The eighth question of quiz series number 2. Here it is on your screens. Okay, that was relatively easier question. If at all there was a confusion, that was, I think, probably just between A and C. Just had to eliminate C. That has been done correctly by most of them. Let's look at the leaderboard. So we've cleared more than 50% of the questions. We have almost reached a little bit apart from the halfway mark. Let's see who are the leaders. There hasn't been much of a change. In fact, Fida, Vidyaprabha, Lama, Susan, and Hanath. They are the ones who are leading at top five. Five players have reached the answer streak of five questions, answering five of them correctly. That's great. Good going. Let's look at question number 9. Here it is on your screens. Okay, that's great answering. Almost all of them have got it correctly. Most of you have also responded in the chat box. I think Nakshatra, Hiteshna, Adityan, Rudrani, Sagar, Ruchita, Nakshatra. Okay, everyone has responded. Amala, that's great. Okay, let's look at the leaderboard now. There isn't much of change. Abhirami is making a comeback with 3 correct answers in a row. That's good going, Abhirami. Fida, Vidyaprabha, Lama, Susan, Hanath, everyone is there on the top 5. Okay, let's look at question number 10 now. Question number 10 out of the 15 questions for non-verbal reasoning preparation JE paper 2. Here it is on your screens. I think that was relatively easier question. Probably there was a little bit confusion between option B and option D, and most of you have answered it clearly, marking option B. Amala, Rudrani, Rushita, Aditya, and everyone has responded. Okay, how is the quiz going? How is the non-verbal reasoning quiz going? Germany has also responded. Tell me what are the other subjects that you want to prepare this way? Just tell me in the comment box. Let me know in the comment box what are the other type of subjects that you want to prepare this way with quizzes. We'll prepare that and come. Let's look at the leaderboard. Meanwhile, please comment in the live chat box so that I can get an idea of what are the various kinds of topics that you would like to prepare this way. The leaderboard is still intact. It hasn't moved even a bit except for the points. Fida leads with 8,287 points. Let's see who is the first person to actually touch 5 digits. Vidya Prabha, 8,000. Lama, Susan, Hanath. In fact, all 3 of them are, all 4 of them are differentiated by a very small point. Okay, there's been a request for general knowledge. Okay, any other subjects that you want to prepare? Awareness in the sense, can you be a bit more specific regarding what awareness? General knowledge. Okay, awareness. Riddles, but riddles based questions, does that come in JE paper 2? Current affairs, math, pure math, wouldn't that be a bit difficult to do it like this? The mathematics of class 11th and 12th, would you be able to do it like this? It would also take a lot of time, right? I want everyone to respond. Please participate. Please feel free to respond. Please let us know what your suggestions are, what your opinions are. Current affairs, okay, that's great. Okay, most of you are coming up with current affairs and GK. ARC awareness, okay. The first question on the first quiz was on ARC awareness actually. Any other suggestions? Please respond. Please respond in the chat box. I hope you all are liking it. Please respond in the chat box. Please feel free to do it. Buildings and architects. Okay, we'll try to come up with a question. We'll try to come up with a paper on that. GK, current affairs. Okay, that's great. Okay, let's look at question number 11. Let's look at question number 11. Thank you everyone for responding. Architecture, vocabulary. Okay, that's a good suggestion. Temples, GE aptitude section. Okay, that's great. Thank you, Nakshatra, Asta, Srinidhi, Aislama, Anupama, Rugmini, Archana, thank you everyone for responding. Great. Keep responding, keep responding. Whatever be your suggestions, keep responding. Just do not wait for me to ask for anything. It's your platform. Please respond. Let's look at question number 11. Meanwhile, everyone, let's look at question number 11. Here it is on your screens. Okay, some of you have responded with either B or A. B, A. Okay, that's great. Option. Okay, very few of them have interestingly got this. Correct. 5 players just dropped their answer streak of 10. Okay, that's very interesting. This is probably the toughest question of the lot, I think. The leaderboard still remains intact without much change. Let's just look at the next. Okay, if there is any issue with the key, we'll discuss it after the 15 questions. Okay, we'll discuss it after the 15 questions. Don't worry about that. Okay, if there is any questions, if there is any issue with the questions, we definitely deal with at the end. Don't worry about that. Okay, we'd look at the next question. We'd look at question number 12. Okay, so 52 of them have got this correct answer. Let's look at the leaderboard. Let's look at the leaderboard. Okay, interestingly, there hasn't been much of a change in the leaderboard. Fida, Vidyaprabha, Lama, Susan, Hanath, everyone is still on top 5. Asta Bharti has a streak of 8 correct answers in a row. That's good going. That's good going, Asta. I think we have come to around the end of 75% of the questions. We have come to the end of 75% of the questions. We have 3 more questions that is left. So meanwhile, students who are on the leaderboard, those who are about to get into the leaderboard or nearby 7,000, 6,000, 8,000 points and all, please note those who are winning, the winners, for you to get the prices, please you have to respond to the number that would be sharing. I would request the admin to actually share the contact number to which you have to message or you have to WhatsApp us your name, your full name, and the rank at which you have ended today. That is either if it is rank 1 or rank 2 or rank 3 on the podium. Please message us or please WhatsApp us that. Okay. So let's look at question number 13. Meanwhile, let's look at question number 13. Okay, I think most of you have got this one correctly. Let's look at if there is any changes in the leaderboard. There aren't any changes. Fida, Vidyaprabha, Lama, Susan, and Hannah are the ones who are leading. Akash J is the highest climber. That's great. A shout out for Akash J. Akash has climbed up 4 places. That's great. Good going. Let's look at question number 14. That is the second last question. The second last question of today's quiz. Let's look at the question. Okay, most of you have answered it correctly. So let's go to the last question. We have question number 15 that is going to come up. So before moving to the question number 15, let me reiterate, we have updates not just about materials like videos. We also have the community tab that is very active in this channel. So please subscribe it and keep it so that the daily questions that are being posted will automatically come to your feed section. We will have further quizzes. We'll have further quizzes that are coming till the JE paper 2. So please subscribe and keep it so that when we put up the notification for the live beforehand, you will get it automatically in your feed. Okay, so let's look at who are the leaders. If there is any change in the leaderboard, no, everyone has touched 10K very interestingly, 10,000. Everyone has touched 10,000. Fida, Vidyaprabha, Lama, Susan, and Hanath are the leaders. Zama is the highest climber with 4 places. That's great. Good going. So the last question, let's look at the last question now for today's quiz. Question number 15 for quiz 2 as part of the preparatory series for JE2 exam, which is conducted by Think Institute of Design. Here it is, question number 15 on your screens. Okay, interestingly, most of them have answered it already. You didn't require the full time, it seems like. That's great. So we have come to the end of the quiz. We have come to we've come to the end of 15 questions. Let's look at who the winners are. Let's look at who are the winners. So at number 3 is Vidya Prabha. At number 2 is Fida, and at number 1 is Faiza. With most of them have got 13 out of 15 answers correctly. We'll explain the answers. The couple of questions which is confusing, we'll explain that. Don't worry about that. Okay, if there is any issue with the key and all, we'll discuss about that. Okay, so please, the 3 winners, Faiza, Fida, and Vidya Prabha, I would request the admin to share the contact numbers of the number to which they have to message. So please send your full name. Please send your full name and the position at which you have ended. You can either message it or you can actually WhatsApp it. Okay, so I think that's clear. Congratulations to everyone who has taken part, to all of you who has taken part, and also congratulations to the winners, Faiza, Fida, and Vidya Prabha. Let me just explain the answers. Let me just try to get those 2 questions which you are asking about. Just wait, everyone. Let me just share the screens. Okay, so am I audible? Chandu sir, am I audible?
Yeah, you are audible.
Okay, can you see the screen, sir?
Yeah, I can see.
Okay, I think this was one of the questions that they had doubts. Could you please do the explanation?
Okay. Sorry, students. Sorry for the inconvenience created in this question. Okay, actually, I just had a technical issue from from my side. Okay, actually, that one in the B, that is blue, is the right one over here, and most of you had given right answer for this particular question also. When you observe that, you can find that difference in sizes. Okay, actually, you can easily eliminate option C. Okay, that means C is having a very small base on the right side. Actually, it is not. Actually, the figure in the question is having a larger base, and it is mostly getting close to option B. And everyone had given right answers. Unfortunately, due to some technical issue, it had been happened like that.
Okay. Okay. Thank you, sir. So the correct answer for question number 11 is option B. I think there was one more question that they had doubt regarding. Sir, would you like to?
Yeah, sure.
Take that question number 15, I think. Let me just.
Yeah. There was one more issue was there. I just also noted that.
Okay,
Okay.
this is it. Yes.
And only 5 had commented for option A. Actually, let me explain. Option A over here is wrong. Okay, actually, those majority gone for C. That C itself is the right one over here, because each and every building is having 3 edges. Okay, you can see 3 vertices on all the buildings over here. And in the figure 1, the first building itself is only having 2 edges. And when you come to the option B, the first building is having 4 edges. And option C is actually the right answer. And option D, it's a special type of building, which is the first one. And so it will be going wrong. Okay, so right answer is option C. And in this question also, majority gone for the right one, but unfortunately we just marked it.
Okay.
So it will not adversely affect the leaderboard. Okay.
Okay. Okay. So we'll just check if there are any issues. We have the backend that is available to us. So we would definitely check that, and we would share our results. We'll share our results in the Telegram group and also a Telegram channel. Sorry, we'll share. Yes, Srinidhi, I understand that the toppers gave wrong answers, but they were still on the top. So we would just check if there is any change in the leaderboard, and I'll republish the results in the Telegram channel and also in the YouTube community section. Okay, we'll cross check that. the entire list, number of students who have attempted, each and everyone's name and the options would be available at the backend. I would check that and I would definitely get back to you. Okay, so I think there was a quiz along with that. There was also a small session. Extremely sorry for the glitch that happened from our side. Okay, so we will see again. I would take into consideration the suggestions that most of you have given. The next quiz we are planning is on the 24th. That is next week, Saturday. Okay, 24th, we'll have the next quiz on Saturday. The topic and all will be updated in the channel here. So please remain subscribed to this channel. You can see the updates, the live quizzes that are coming up, the live Kahoots that are coming up. Also the community tab, you have questions related to JEE paper 2 that's there. Okay, so I'll consider the suggestions that most of you have said: architecture awareness, architects and their famous work, architects, documentaries, current affairs, general knowledge. These are the various topics that you have done. Okay, so we'll definitely consider that and we'll come up with the next quiz on 24th of July. Okay, we'll be transferring the amount to the winners. Thank you, everyone. Thank you for participating. Stay safe, stay healthy, relax a little bit, take some leisure time out, and also prepare. All the best, everyone. Okay, thank you. See you next time. Thank you.